Hello crew, welcome back to the Gaming Ocean TCG channel. Hope everyone's doing well. And in this video, we're unboxing one of the two brand new starter decks from Grandarchive's Mortal Ambition set. Here we have the Jin starter deck. Now, we did unbox the Mortal Ambition booster box on the channel. I'll put the link in the description down below. Y'all can check that out. Check out the brand new set, the brand new cards. And I did get to pull the champion level 3 Jin, and that new Exia element or special element seems kind of interesting the way Jin plays. Seems a lot about revenge or counterattacks or even just taking damage. So I hope this starter gives me a little bit more information on how Jin is supposed to be played. So can't wait to dive into it. But before we get that far, don't forget to like and subscribe, share with others, and hit that notification bell button so you don't miss any TCG content or openings. Also, go ahead and check out my new online TCG store at gamingoceantcg.com, where we do have the Mortal Ambition starter decks for sale now. So without further ado, let's go ahead and just dive into Mortal Ambition Jin starter deck. As you can see on the front of it, he is a Wind Warrior type, and Mortal Ambition does support all classes, but mainly focuses on the Warrior and Mage class, and that's because Jin is the Warrior and Kangming is the Mage. So let's go ahead and check this out. And they package their starter decks differently now. Remember where they used to have the open space, you can see the cards coming out of it. I like that they went this route because the cards can get damaged. My Arisana starter deck, one of the cards got nicked, it was in the front poking out. So I like that they went this way, a closed box. I prefer that way myself personally. And here is the starter deck, and look at that, they're in the plastic, very cool. And in this kind of like generic, deck holder that a lot of card games come with, which is fine with me. All right, and of course you get your Grandarchive QR code to take you to the website and check out Grandarchive yourself. I'll put that here in the corner, and let's go ahead and open up the starter deck here. Let me get my little sector knife here, or box cutter, whatever you want to call it. All right. No playmat. I wish it came with a playmat. I think they're missing out on that. That way, a playmat to kind of show you the field and maybe the rules, like how Bandai does it. The rules on the back and the face and how the game is supposed to be played out. But anyways, let's check out the starter deck. Now, every Grandarchive starter deck is 60 card main deck and a 12 card side deck for the material deck. So again, Jin starter deck, we're starting off with the Wind Spirit. And the Wind Spirit, on enter, you draw 7 cards. This is what you start off with. Then you level up into Jin Fate Defiant. So Jin's ability or inherited effect: whenever Jin attacks with a polearm weapon and or polearm attack card, target horse or human ally you control gets +1 attack until end of turn. Cool, so a buff, and I like he's a polearm. One of my favorite type of weapons in video games, polearms and spears. So it's gonna be awesome. This is why he's already my favorite. Got Jin Zilla's Maverick. He looks super cool. Very fancy. I like the whole getup. He has the Jin lineage, and on enter, Jin's next attack this turn gets +1 attack and has on attack wake up Jin. Oh, does that mean he gets to attack again if you're able to? Ooh, that's kind of cool. And the level 3 Jin Undying Resolve. So this is the exact same level 3 I pulled in the booster box. I don't know if they have another version of level 3 in the set, but I know in Alchemical Revolution they had 2 different versions of level 3s. So we got Jin lineage, and as long as it's not your end phase, Jin has immortality. So how does he die? That is my biggest question. Unless he dies on your turn, I guess, because as long as it's not your end phase, Jin has immortality. So on your end phase you can die, I guess. He has 28 health, and that is your level 3, your main boss character, right? And the rest of the material deck here, we got Bauble of Abundance. You banish this card, each player draws a card. So we get to draw power here. Executioner Spear, all right. This weapon enters the field with 2 durability counters. Weapons allow your champions to perform an attack and can be used along with an attack card. So Jin bonus on kill, put a durability counter on Executioner Spear, all right. Life Essence Amulet. Whenever an ally you control dies while it's not your turn, you may banish it. If you do, draw a card. So draw power there. Safeguard Amulet. Banish this card if your champion would take non-combat damage this turn. Prevent 4 of that damage. Some defensive power there. Slate Whetstone. You banish this card, up to 1 target polearm weapon you control gets +1 attack until the end of the turn, and draw a card. Nice. Double whammy there. You got Steel Halberd. Class bonus. Steel Halberd gets +1 attack. Nice. So it has to be a warrior. Now we get into the Exia type cards. Berserker Plate. Ah, that makes a lot more sense. He becomes a berserker, I guess. Class bonus, your champion gets plus 7 health. Ooh. So 28 plus 7 is 35. So that's how it works. Oh, that's kind of cool. Interesting. Hopefully I pronounced this right, but Shang-Ji of Sacrifice. All right, another pull arm, or warrior pull arm. Class bonus, for every 5 damage counters on your champion, Shang-Ji of Sacrifice gets plus 1 attack. Cool. And then on enter, you may have Shang-Ji of Sacrifice deal 5 unpreventable damage to your champion. If you do, draw a card. Now, again, what I was stating in the very beginning, this style Exia seems to, you do self-damage, but that's how some of the abilities work and activate. So that's kind of when I'm getting the gist of how Jin works at level 3 for the Exia type. Now, this is the main deck. If I'm not mistaken, I think we hit it. This is the 12 card material deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yep. We'll display Jin. Actually, we'll display the level 1 Jin. How about that? We'll do that. We'll put the material deck there. Now let's head into the main deck. Let's check it out. We have Banner Knight, Warrior Human Ally, class bonus. You have to be level 2 plus. Other allies and weapons you control get plus 1 attack. Cool. And how many of these we get? 2 of those. Idle Thoughts. You can look at the top 4 cards of your deck and put them back in any order, and it has floating memory. It's very good. Pierce the Heavens. Ooh. It's a warrior polearm attack, so it has Jin bonus. So only with having Jin as your champion. As long as your champion has leveled up this turn, this attack gets plus 2. And it has unblockable. Cool. So an attack with unblockable can't be intercepted and ignores taunt. Very cool. How many of these we get? 4 of these. Very nice. We got Regenerate. So you draw a card into your memory. Class bonus, damage 10 plus. So you have to have already 10 damage. Recover 2. Simple as that. Fast action skill, we get 3 of these. That'd be very helpful to regenerate some health so you can keep doing damage to yourself, I guess. We got Safeguard Paladin. She's a cleric / warrior human. So class bonus, if non-combat damage would be dealt to Safeguard Paladin, prevent 2 of that damage. All right, we get 4 of those. Savage Swing. Ooh. Class bonus, floating memory. It's a pull arm attack. 4 of those. Trusty Steed. It's an ally, tamer, animal, horse. On enter, another target ally you control gets plus 2 attack until end of turn. So a buff there, cool. Get 3 of those. Got Veteran Soldier, floating memory, plain and simple, and we get 3 of those. So those are the normal cards. Now we're heading into the wind element cards. We got Imminent Commander, warrior human, class bonus. This card costs 3 less to activate as long as your champion has dealt 3 or more combat damage this turn. Okay, so get 4 of those. Favorable Winds. It's a mage spell. Allies you control get plus 1 health until the end of turn. And floating memory. Right, good way to buff yourself up, which you probably need to, buff up your health so you can take more damage. Materialize Polearm. So, class bonus, this card costs 1 less to activate. Materialize a polearm card from your material deck. All right, they should put a little dot there. I did not know that was the effect. I was trying to look, where's the effect? Fast skill card there, we get 3 of those. Reclaim. So, return target ally you control to its owner's hand. Oh, we're bouncing something back. Floating memory. Nice. 2 of those. Oh, need 2 more of those. Bouncing back is always very good. Swift Recruit has intercept and floating memory. It's an ally warrior human. 4 of her. Cool. We have Windcutter, ranger / warrior sword attack. Class bonus. Windcutter gets plus 1 attack. And then on hit, reveal a card at random from your memory. If that card is wind element, put Windcutter in its owner's memory. Oh, that's really cool. So you can kind of recycle this card, huh? Nice. 3 of those. Now we're heading into the Exia types. So we have Bloodbond Bladeswarm. Class bonus. This card gets plus 1 attack for every 10 damage counters on your champion. And then whenever this card is dealt damage, deal that much damage to your champion. It's an ally. It looks cool. We got Enrage. So we have an action warrior skill. Damage 20 plus. So you would have to already have 20 damage or more on your champion. This card costs 2 less to activate. Deal 4 unpreventable damage to your champion. Then their next attack this turn gets plus 1 attack for every 4 damage counters on them. Alright. 4 of those. Exia Sights. Action, cleric spell. Draw a card. You have to have 20 damage or more. The next card you activate this turn costs 1 less to activate. Okay. We got 2 of those. Hemorrhaging Rend. Again, 20 damage or more. Cleave. Attack all units a chosen opponent controls. This attack can't be intercepted. Apply this effect only if there are 20 or more damage counters on your champion. Yeesh. But cleave ability, very cool. 2 of those. We have Mend Flesh. Now this one you have to have 25 damage or more. This card costs 2 less to activate. Recover 8. I mean, at least you get to recover, right? And 2 of those. And the last card is Relentless Outburst. Class bonus, damage 35 plus? Dude, that Jin only has 28, so you really have to buff yourself up, huh? Until end of turn, if target champion would take damage this turn, they take that much damage plus 1 instead. For every 6 damage counters on your champion, deal 1 damage to all other units. Ooh, this is like a last resort kind of thing, huh? Alright, yep. And that'll do it. That is the last card of the main deck here. So here's your 60 card main deck. Involves normal cards, win cards, and the new type Exia for the level 3 Jin champion there. So that wraps up the starter deck. Plain and simple, this is what you get normally in a starter deck. Just the deck itself, a very basic starter deck for you to go ahead and try the card game out. And Jin here is a 1-star difficulty, so pretty straightforward. So if you're really wanting to get into the card game and try it out, the Jin Star deck would be just for you. It seems to be a less difficult deck than possibly the other one, but it does seem pretty straightforward. But that'll do it. That is the unboxing of Grandarchive's Mortal Ambition Jin Starter Deck, Wind Warrior. Now, my thoughts and what I've gotten from this is the way Jin plays at level 3 is scary. So you got a bunch of cards that, of course, help you buff up your weapons. You can materialize weapons, put durability counters on them. There are also buff effects that you can get. You have draw power, and then you have cards that can hurt you. And that's because it looks like the more damage you take or you have, you can activate certain cards and abilities, right? You can deal more damage to your opponent. You can heal and recover. You can draw, especially once you hit into level 3 in those Exia cards. You can do a lot of those things with starting off with 20 damage or more. So the more damage you have, the better. But of course, there are cards in the deck to help you recover and also increase your health. So that way you can take more damage or have more damage counters on you. So you can actually use more of the abilities, because that last card was damage 35, if I'm not mistaken. That's wild. I don't know how you're going to do it, but there are some cards we went through and they do increase your health. So that is scary. So I kind of like it. It's a risky deck, and that's kind of my favorite style. Just like in Digimon, Beelzemon, very risky deck, just milling yourself out. But the more cards in your trash, the more you can do. And I'm all for it. So I'm very excited to try this deck out. I'm very excited to play the champion Jin. And remember, he is one of the new champions in Mortal Ambition. The other one is the Mage Kong Mi. So we got 2 new champions in Mortal Ambitions and so the card game. So what do y'all think about the new champion Jin? And what do y'all think about Mortal Ambition so far? How do y'all feel about the Exia type and the playstyle? And what are your thoughts and ideas to go around and make the deck better? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. But that's going to wrap it up. That is a showcasing and unboxing of Grandarchive's Mortal Ambition Starter Deck, Jin, the Wind Warrior. And I hope y'all enjoyed. And if you did, don't forget to like and subscribe, support the channel, join the crew for more TCG content and openings, and don't forget to check out my online TCG store at gamingoceantcg.com, where you can pick up your very own Grandarchive Mortal Ambition Starter Deck right now. And until next time, smooth sailing.